Tell me, if someone suddenly asks you which GST form do you file and when, and your mind goes blank, then this video is for you. GST forms confused almost every business owner at some point. Not because they are impossible, but because no one explains them clearly. In this video, I will break GST forms down in the simplest way possible so you know exactly what applies to your businesses and what does not. What are GST forms? GST forms are official documents that businesses submit to the government to report their sales, purchases, tax paid, and input tax credit. In simple terms, these forms help the government track how much tax you collect and how much tax you pay. There are 22 GST forms, but currently only 11 are active. Some forms are monthly, some are quarterly, and some are annually, depending on the business type and turnover. Who must file GST returns? If you are a GST registered taxpayer, you must file GST returns. No exceptions. This includes businesses supplying goods with turnover above Rs 40 lakh, businesses providing services with turnover above 20 lakh, any person holding a GST in even if there is no business activity. Even if you have zero sales, you still need to file a nil return. Why GST filing is important? GST filing is not just a formality, it's very important. First, it is a legal requirement. Late or non-filing lead to penalties, interest, and notices. Second is, GST filing even helps you claim input tax credit which directly impact your cash flow. Third, it improves business strategy and keeps your records clean. And lastly, the most important, regular filing builds credibility with vendors, customers, and banks. Key monthly returns GSTR-1. It is basically used to report all your sales, which is also known as outward supplies. Monthly filers must file it before 11th of the next month, and quarterly filers must file it by the 13th under the QRMP scheme. Even if you have no sales, GSTR-1 must still be filled with nil return. Now, what about GSTR-3B, which is basically a summary return where you declare your total tax liability, and it includes sales, input tax credit claimed, reverse charge liability, and total GST payable. And its due dates are 20 of the next month for monthly filers and for quarterly filers 22nd. This is the most critical GST return because tax payment is linked to it. Auto-generated ITC statement, GSTR-2A and GSTR-2B. Now what is it? GSTR-2A is basically a dynamic statement. It keeps updating as your suppliers upload their data and there is no fixed generation date. Whereas 2B is basically a static statement. It is generated on the 14th of every month and shows the ITC that you can safely claim. For accurate ITC claims, always rely on GSTR-2B. Special GSTR returns. GSTR-4 is for composition scheme taxpayers which are filed annually by 30th June. GSTR-5 is for non-resident taxpayer due by 13th of next month. And GSTR-6 is for input service distribution due by 13th of every month. And last one, GSTR-7 for entities deducting TDS under GST due by 10th of each month. Annual returns, it includes GSTR-9 and GSTR-9C. GSTR-9 is the annual summary return for taxpayers with turnover above 2 crores. And GSTR-9C is a reconciliation statement matching GST return with audit financials applicable when turnover exceeds Rs 5 crore. And both of them are due by 31st December of the following financial years. Common GST filing mistakes to avoid. Many businesses face issue due to simple mistakes, which are like missing due dates, incorrect reporting of sale or purchase, filing the wrong GST form, or even not reconciling GSTR-1, 3B and 2B. Avoiding these mistakes can save you from penalties and ITC blockage. Simplified GST filing process. Here's a quick step-by-step process. First is log into the GST portal. Second, select the correct return form. Third, enter details carefully and preview. Fourth, pay tax if applicable. Fifth, submit using DSC or EVC. And last, download the acknowledgement. GST filing does not have to be complicated. Once you understand the basics, it becomes much easier to manage. If this video helped you, please like and subscribe. And if you need help with GST filing or compliance, feel free to contact us. Thank you for watching.